Hello, my name is Dionne Hunter. I'm a spoken word artist, author, and cultural event curator. I actually met Linda during a year when I was booking spoken word artists for a night of artistic renewal. When I ran across her profile, I was struck by her thought process, her performance, and her message. And it fit exactly with what my message is with my events, which is representation matters, bringing arts to underserved communities. When I spoke to Linda, we clicked immediately, and shoot, that was 4 years ago. And she's been in 4 of my events. That's how impressed I was with her performances and with her just as a person. She always brings a unique perspective to her performances. Never does the same thing. Audiences are always surprised, and if she doesn't get a standing ovation, there's something wrong. So I've always been the type of person who believes that there is enough shine in the world for everybody. So whenever I am booked for an event and they are looking for an additional spoken word artist, or even if they aren't, I always mention Linda because she is such a dynamic performer. I know that any event will be lifted based on her performance. And she never underwhelms. She always overwhelms. As a matter of fact, just recently we received a call from someone who wants both of us back because the audience was so intrigued with us both. So that's just another example of how Linda does an excellent job in her spoken word performances of bringing out that message. She has a varied range of messages, but the ones that touch me the most are the ones that bring a sense of Black pride and power, female empowerment. She really has a voice and the world needs to hear it. Linda also, as I got to know her, I found that she was also an editor. She ghostwrites. She just does so many different things. But for me, where it came in more handy, what her skills did for me was the editing. Because as I mentioned before, I'm also an author. The latest book that I've written is called I Am a Dahomey Warrior. So, of course, again, it was like, meant to be that we cross paths because, of course, Linda is Nigerian, so she has that African connection. And my story is about a young girl growing up on the continent of Africa prior to its colonization. And it talks about the trials and tribulations that caused her to want to become a Dahomey warrior. When Linda read the story, she was touched by it, but she was also able to point out to me that I could summarize things better, take some words out, focus a little bit more to get the message clearer to my readers. So she went about doing that for me, and it did make a big difference in the product. Right now, my story holds a 4.8 on Amazon, which I think is outstanding. Now, in addition to that, I recently put an audiobook out into the world. Now, Linda auditioned for the audiobook. Oh, I forgot to mention that she is also a narrator. And her personality comes out in her work. She's able to take those characters and really put breathe life into them. So, in any event, the audiobook, which comes directly from the paperback, has a 5.0 rating. So, those are the types of results that you get when you work with people that care about your project and put their heart into it. I can't say enough about her and her passion for her work. I've referred her to several of my friends and associates, and I've never heard a bad word from anyone. Everyone comes back to me, and they are happy with her work. So, she makes me look good. She makes them look good. Everybody's happy. It's just the circle of life, and it's all good. I would say if you're in need of a spoken word performer, a editor, a mentor even, Linda is the person you want to contact. She will make sure that your project is 100% on point. So, take it from me, stick with Linda. I would definitely recommend Linda to anyone who is in need of an editor, a spoken word artist, or a mentor. And why I would do that is because Linda has a teaching spirit, number one, as far as the editing. And she has a heart for the work, a passion for the work. She's going to absorb your project and make sure that it comes out meeting your expectations, actually exceeding your expectations. As far as a spoken word artist, you really couldn't find a better performer. She is always thinking outside the box. She's going to figure out or listen to what your goals are for your event, and then she's going to customize that performance to meet your needs. And as a mentor, kind of going back to that teaching spirit, not only does she help you navigate changes to your work, but she explains why those changes are necessary or recommended. It's a difference between someone just changing your work and teaching you or explaining to you why the change is important. It makes it so that the next time you do a project, you're able to expand and improve. Linda is just a good-hearted person, and she works hard to make sure that you are elevated to higher realms. So those are the reasons I would recommend Linda. You can't do better than the best.